as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Tennessee Titans.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll try the left side.
Sherman. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Allen now looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because
there he goes left side.
He may go.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he's got some space here.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Titans 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked, and there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Complete. Richardson has it.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Third and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now will give Irving running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
9 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
49-yard line.
On first down, it's Sherman. And he stopped immediately there.
Tackled there by Jordan Battle. The Titans at 5-9 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, Sherman. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson.
Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Up the middle, Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A first down carry here for Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. A solid stiff arm. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Allen now on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Allen taking it himself. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. No gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He finds his man complete. That's Bishop. And they work this out past the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
They'll run on first down. It's Sherman. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here's Allen to throw it. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Fights him off. Refusing to go down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
On first down, it's Sherman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
73. 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds his man complete. It's Bishop. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Big play there. 47 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Titans 24. Steelers 17.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah,
that's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 65 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Titans 31, Steelers 24.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Allen going to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10.
Allen to throw once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Gets bumped. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to it.
This 2nd and 4.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this down over to about the 46.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Now a handoff. Johnson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon.
And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Johnson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just saying, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Up the middle they go. Sherman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Smith. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie the ball game at 34.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, our field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Handoff left for Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Bucky Irving.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 34. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's go. Trimmer. Hey, easy, 63, back.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
180.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Allen now looks to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Great. Set. 180.
They'll run on first down. It's Sherman.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
63.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Hey, let's go.
Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
They'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. And sacked back at the 7.
Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Warren will try the right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the sideline he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
47.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No, touch that.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency.